It's time zero in the house. So I wanted to show y'all. See, I'm a jack-o'-lantern. I'm a jacked up jack-o'-lantern. So this is not a typical jack-o'-lantern. This is the jacked up version of the jack-o'-lantern. So here we go. What would happen if Aries reached out? What would happen if Aries reached out? See, what would happen if Aries reached out? What would happen if the zodiac sign of Aries reached out? What would happen if the zodiac sign of Aries reached out to this person that they're thinking of, please? Where's everybody? Alright. One more shuffle. Alright, Aries, let's see what happened if you reached out. Ooh, this paint feels so heavy on my face. Alright. So if you reached out, I feel like in a sense this person has turned their back, Aries. So if you reached out, somebody's a water sign, somebody's a fire sign. Hey Kayla, how you doing? This person's kind of more on the, I feel like they'd still be withdrawn from you. If you reached out, I'm not seeing you get what you want from this. It's almost as if they're trying to turn their back on you, all right? I don't see this really going very far. Why is the High Priestess here? All right. Okay. And the Sun card. You know what? You know what? Let me redo that. Aries, don't come back. I'm gonna come back to you. I don't feel like I was connected in that one. All right. What would happen if Taurus reached out? First card is how they feel. Second card is how they respond. All right. First card is how they feel. Second card is how they respond. So what would happen if Taurus reached out? What would happen if Taurus reached out? The zodiac sign of Taurus. What would happen? One second, y'all. I keep having these interruptions. One second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Shoot. Damn. Sorry, I had some phone calls come in. All right, what would happen if Taurus reached out? What would happen if Taurus reached out? What would happen if Taurus reached out? Y'all, every time I go live, something happens. What would happen if Taurus reached out? What would happen if Taurus reached out? Two more shuffles, all right. We're coming back to Aries. I'm going to redo Aries. Hey, y'all. Okay. See, I'm a jack-o'-lantern, see? I got my jack-o'-lantern shirt. Look, I didn't have no fucking ideas, all right? Just give me a break. I know it's not as funny as yesterday's, but how can I top yesterday's? I mean, how can I top? So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a jacked up jack-o'-lantern, basically, all right? So, here we go. Oh, okay, so if you reached, so Taurus, if you reached out, I feel like they would avoid you or try to avoid communicating with you or feeding into this, all right? This is someone who's very, very immature. They have a tendency to play games, or they're very immature, or you would notice that they have a tendency to play games and be immature. This is not someone that I would prefer you to reach out to, all right, is what it's telling me. Yeah, so if you reached out, I feel like in a sense they'd be kind of curious if you reached out, but I feel like they'd avoid you, or you would have. I feel like they'd avoid communicating with you, and they would like. I feel like this is someone who's very immature, very petty. All right, I don't even think that's worth reaching out to, honestly. All right, what would happen if Gemini reached out? I'm going to redo Aries. If you're Aries, stick around. What would happen if Gemini reached out? What would happen if Gemini reached out, please? Yes, I can't. There's no way that I could try to redo my yesterday's costume. I'll never be able to top that. I'm not even going to try to top that, all right? I'm not even going to try. All right, here we go. Oh, if you reached out, Gemini, this person would really be, I feel like if you reached out, those feelings that they had about you would come right back to them, all right? Those feelings, I feel like they want to be with you. So if you reached out, this person probably would. I feel like you two could end up together. I feel like you two could be together. Look at this, the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, two big commitment cards. So if you reached out, they saw you, they may have seen you as someone they could have committed to before, or someone they saw you as someone they could commit to. And I feel like if you reached out, you two would end up back together, or you two would be very strong together. All right, is what it's telling me. I feel like if you reached out, those feelings that they had for you would come right back to them. The feelings that they had for you would come resurfacing back up, all right, is what it's telling me. All right, Cancer, what would happen if Cancer reached out to this person? What would happen if Cancer reached out to this person? Right now we're on Cancer. Wrong, Cancer. What would happen if Cancer reached out? Okay. Hey. Okay. This person is at a point, somebody's an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Obviously, it can be any sign. If you reached out, I feel like they'd be very detached from you. So I would be surprised if you got communication, all right? I feel like they tried to move on in their life, or they're trying to start new things in their life, or trying to start over, period, all right, is what it's telling me. How's the Ten of Pentacles reversed it for? I feel like I feel like there's a potential for you to, like, I feel like if an offer of love was extended, whether it be by, I feel like if you reached out, honestly, they're at a point where they're trying to move on to other things in their life, Cancer. And they're very focused on their career, their money. I feel like they do have emotion for you, but it's not enough emotion for them for it to be anything that would be long-lasting or anything that would be committed or long-standing, all right? They're trying to start fresh and new. Although I do feel like if you reached out, a part of them still wants to try this or try to start it, but I feel like money and career and other things is a big focus for them. Like they have a little bit of emotion for you on some level, but it's not enough to keep it going. All right, Cancer? So keep that in mind. Thank you, thank you. I'm a jacked up jack-o'-lantern, see? That's the name of my costume, see? I got my hook from a long shot. Look at that, yeah. See, I'm creative, and I'm not more like Jack-o'-not, right? More like I'm. That is soap. I didn't moan y'all. That my ass is out. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. Gotta understand how coming up with a look every day until Halloween is so hard. I don't know what to do next. I'm like, oh God. So what would happen if Leo reached out? I'm gonna redo Aries, all right? What would happen if Leo reached out? What would happen if Leo reached out? But everybody's favorite, we know, is yesterday's costume. I know. You can't. How can I top that one? That one right there was just, yeah. All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, damn! My cigarette's getting all black lipstick on it. Okay. Oh, Leo, they really do like you. They love you a lot. They have a lot of emotion for you. They'd want a new start with you. You get a response from this person, absolutely. They would be basically, they would be at a point of indecision on some level, though, because they would be at a crossroads if you reached out. I feel like but they still see you as someone they could be with, all right? Because you're their soulmate. They feel like you're their soulmate. If you reached out, you get a response, and it could lead to something better. Like, I feel like they would want to plan something with you or have something go, you know, if you reached out, there'd be a new start between you two, because this is a soulmate. This is like divinely orchestrated, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands upright. But they may have an issue with indecision or being indecisive, but they wouldn't know whether or not to stick around, because they're kind of like stuck. They wouldn't know whether to stick around or to keep it moving. But I feel like in a sense, they're waiting on you. They may be waiting for you to reach out, Leo. For some of you, they may be waiting for you to reach out, all right? Sorry, these are very scattered. I'm sorry. Virgo, please. Virgo, what would happen if Virgo reached out to this person? What would happen if Virgo reached out to this person, please? I could, Simran, I could. I'd be surprised if you got a response. They'd hold back from you, or they would take their time. If some of you got a response, Virgo, they would take their time. So you may get a response at some point, but it may not be right away. The 3 of Wands reversed here. I feel like they've turned their back on this situation. They've turned their back. However, there could be a potential for a second chance with you, but you would notice right away that they'd be holding back from you. So if you reached out, you'd be kind of discouraged because they would take their time responding, or would take their time. So you would feel like they're not interested, but I feel like in a sense they are, but they would just be very patient, very balanced about how they'd respond or how they'd come towards you. All right, some of this is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, any sign of the Judgment card. There could be a second chance between you two. All right. At this point, I'm also saying that they're having imbalances in their money, or there's something money-wise going on with them, and they're focused on that as well. All right. but I'm getting that there could be a potential for a second chance. But the love is still there. So it's a water sign of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, King of Cups, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like they take their time, but I feel like eventually they come around to you. But money situation is important to them right now. All right. Okay. Okay. What about Libra? What would happen if Libra reached out? I know that King of Cups is not for Virgo every time. Every time. I mean, he's up their ass, like I always say. All right, Libra, what would happen if you reached out? If you reached out, you would get a response, absolutely. But this would be something that would start fast and end fast. So let's say you reached out, all right? You'd get a response. There could be a potential for a new start, because I feel like they do want something committed in their life, but there could be 3 people involved in this as well, Libra, whether on your behalf or theirs. But due to 3 people being involved, I feel like it wouldn't start, or would basically start fast and end fast, all right? Is what it's telling me. I don't know if they have more choices than you, or vice versa, you have more choices than them. It could go either way. It's like it would start. I'm not saying it wouldn't. You get a response. There would be a new start. All right. But right away, it would start fast and end fast. So you feel like basically it was a waste of time in the end. All right. As fast as it starts, as fast as it will end. All right. There could be 3 people involved. All right. All right. So Scorpio. What would happen if Scorpio reached out? What would happen if Scorpio? Stick around for Aries. I'm going to redo Aries. I did Aries 1 at the beginning. I didn't like it, so I decided to redo it at the end. All right. Stick around if you are an Aries. All right. What would happen if Scorpio reached out? What would happen if Scorpio reached out? What would happen if Scorpio reached out? I did it myself. I did the makeup myself. I'm not good at makeup, so that's why everything's so scattered. You know. Yeah, press the like button, please. All right, Scorpio, if you reached out, let's see what would happen. All right. I feel like they'd avoid you. This person is at a point where they're trying to heal from this, or they're trying to withdraw from it. That way they can, they're very isolated. I feel like they're more in a period of isolation, so they may. I'd be surprised if you got a response. But if you, on the small chance that you did, because on the small chance that you did, I feel like it wouldn't be the communication you would want or expect, and they have their guard up. And I feel like this person has isolated themselves from you, or they'll be very isolated. All right, they do think about you, but it's not enough to make them come around and entirely cooperate. I feel like in a sense they're going into a period of isolation, or they have gone into a period of isolation. I feel like they'd avoid you, so I would. Refrain from reaching out, Scorpio. So it's a Virgo, or I got the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, continue sign, doesn't matter. All right. Sagittarius. What would happen if Sagittarius reached out? Thank you, Jasmine Jassy. Appreciate that. What would happen if? But like I said, there's nothing I could do to top yesterday's costume. Yesterday's costume threw the freaking YouTube community into a freaking frenzy. 3 more shuffles. All right. Sagittarius. If you reached out, this person loved you from the get-go. This is someone who loves you or loved you. All right, they had hopes for a relationship with you before. They had hopes that things would get stable with you before. All right, or get to a relationship, whatever it is, single, couple. You two would come together. I see you two reuniting. All right, you would reunite. Tell me, a water sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Wait, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. That's a 4 of Wands. This person also may be watching you. They may want to communicate with you, Sagittarius. This is someone who wants to be in a relationship with you, or they wanted a relationship in the past, or they still do. But be aware there may be a 3rd person involved, and someone's not revealing that there's another person involved, or there's 3 people in the equation. All right. But I feel like I don't know if this is you lying to them lying to you. There's 3 people that may be involved. But honestly, I feel like they want to reach out to you. All right. So I feel like they want to reach out to you. They may be spotted. They may be curious about you or wonder what you're up to. I see a potential for a reunion between you two. Like I see that it would go okay, but be aware that there's still deception going on, or whether I think somebody may have a third person involved. I don't know if it's you or them. All right. Thank you, English. I appreciate that. English FAC. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn. What would happen if Capricorn reached out? What would happen if Capricorn reached out? Keep in mind, this is a hypothetical spread. This is if you don't have to you don't have to reach out to someone. This old Tyler says, if I do this, this is just to tell you what could happen. This is just to tell you the possibilities, all right? Hey. For those that haven't seen my shirt, I'm gonna lift up real quick, that way you can see it. But, like, woo, Jesus. I'm getting thinner. Look at that. My stomach is going down. I used to have a big fat pouch right here. It looked like I was carrying a baby kangaroo in here. I look like a fucking kangaroo with a big ass pouch. But it's going in. Look at that. Jesus. Look at that. I can't believe that. Woo, I'm sexy and I know it. You know, Jesus. I'm sexy and I know it. Ha. All right. Capricorn, please. This is someone who's very bipolar or wishy-washy. If you got a response, they're still up to no good games, Capricorn, you know that. Or either you're being very game playing, but why's the temperance reverse? This is someone who's very wishy-washy, neither here nor there, all right? They do have a connection with you on a soul level, like they do have love for you on some level. It's love there. So this may be a soulmate you're dealing with, by the way. I feel like they would respond, or it could be a potential for a response, but I think that someone's more interested in game playing, or more interested in, just playing games. It's like somebody's put on a show here, all right? They may have issues expressing how they feel. They would have issues expressing exactly how they feel, Capricorn, so be aware of that. Some of you would get a response, some of you wouldn't. I'm getting it very neither here nor there. Aquarius, what would happen if Aquarius reached out? What would happen if Aquarius reached out? What would happen if Aquarius reached out, please? So no matter what I do, it looks like I'm smiling, even when I'm not smiling. Look. No, it don't. Hang on. Jesus, this person's very attached. This person may have issues being available to you emotionally, Aquarius. What do you want me to do? Aquarius, you want me to express the emotion for them? You want me to confess their love, to you? You want me to say it for them? I think is they're not going to express their emotions. So what are you inquiring about? They're very detached from you, very focused on themselves right now, very career oriented, or focused on their job, their money, their career, and they're on the more detached front, all right? And they're very emotionally closed off or unavailable to you at this point, all right? You won't get the truth that you want or the clarity you want. You feel like basically they're lying to you or not being truthful or honest with you, all right? What do we do, Aquarius? Like I said, you want me to possess their voice box and make them speak, make them speak for you? You want me to, send them, what do we do, Aquarius? They're not going to be emotionally available to you, and that's the unfortunate thing, all right? Usually it's you being emotionally unavailable, but the tables have turned, the tides have turned. Pisces, all right. All right, Pisces. What would happen if Pisces reached out? What would happen if Pisces reached out? What would happen if Pisces reached out? Okay, that's it. All right. I do feel like you two would reconcile, absolutely. Some of it's an air sign, some of it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, some of you would end up back with this person, or you would get to a stable point. Now, I'm feeling the need that I need to say friends. If this is one of your friends, I see you two being friends again, all right? If this is a friend you were dealing with. But if this was someone on the romantic front, I'm seeing you two would reconcile. Would you be apologizing, they'd be apologizing, there would be an apology. And you two could end up back together or be in a relationship with one another, absolutely, all right? Jesus. Pisces hasn't got reading like that, never. Yeah, there would be love offered. They'd be emotionally offering you an apology, or even it's not an apology. I feel like you two would work things out. Let's do Aries now. You two could get back together, all right? When does Pisces get good readings like that? What I need all the Pisces in this room to do, I want you to literally take your hand, the back of your hand, and I want you to put it against your forehead to make sure that your temperature's okay. Because that never happens, all right? You don't get good readings, never, all right? What the hell happened? All right, Aries, what would happen if Aries reached out? All right, what would happen if Aries reached out, please? Hey, y'all. Oh, I already went to the Santa Monica Pier. I loved it. It was so relaxing. I've already been to Santa Monica. Let's see. I loved it. All right, what would happen if Aries reached out? Jesus Christ, what? Who are y'all dealing with? God. They're very fickle for one, very bipolar. Somebody's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person is very fickle, very immature emotionally. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Cross charges don't start with me, all right? I feel like this person is very immature emotionally, very self-focused. They also may be having imbalances within their home or their career or their money. Like they're not getting the money, or there's something money-wise that's bothering them, or they're having issues with, all right? With the King of Wands reversed, so they could be a player, I'm just saying. Or someone who's not, you couldn't rely on, you couldn't take their word for it. So you need to decide whether or not that's worth you dealing with, all right? Don't come at me about it, all right? Here's the thing, all right? So, okay, with that being said, y'all have a good one. And it's time for this jacked up jack-o'-lantern to, well, take this shit off, because it's burning. Jesus. Baby, I'm burning. Just like Dolly Parton says, baby, I'm burning. What the fuck is wrong with this? I'm having an allergic reaction. All right, y'all have a good one. Gotta wipe this off. It's driving me absolutely fucking insane. I'm going crazier than a shithouse jack-o'-lantern rat. All right.